Welcome to Aaron Plays. This is episode 27 of mine and Mark's playthrough of the Battle of Austerlitz. Self playing as the French and Mark, the coalition.
Hey everyone.
Cool. So, game status so far. Coalition left flank is collapsing. Not much action happening on the center and on the right. Would you say that's a fair, quick synopsis?
Sadly, yes, I would.
There's one error we can correct and one error we can't correct. So I'll mention the first error, which I can't correct. On a closer read of the orders, and I'm surprised none of you guys in the comments have mentioned this, considering I've been bitching and moaning about it for episodes on end. Okay, Napoleon, when the French do their orders, it's a D6 minus 3. Fair enough, and I've been rolling 3, 2s, and 1s. So, but he can change a minimum of 1, which is what I've missed. Hence why all my attacks have been going on the Pratze. Napoleon's been pulling his hair out, thinking, who's this loon who's in charge of me? So yes, the French can get D6 minus 3, but with a minimum of 1. Whereas the coalition, we have been doing correct, which is a D6 minus 4 with no minimum. So
the French have the orders advantage. Just we didn't.
Another little caveat on that, which we also missed, was main plan change, which is once per game per side. In the 11 a.m. order phase, one side can declare a full order reset. So that's something Mark might have done at the beginning of the 12 or even the 11 a.m. turn, which might have helped him out of this situation, but he's missed it. You'll have to wait till 1 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the one we can't do something about. The other one, which was picked up by one of our, Santiago, was it? Who's been watching these games with diligence, sometimes a microscope, which is all appreciated. You know, I love it that some of you guys are watching these in detail, which was when I did my, at the end of Davu's turn, when I captured the, was it Liechtenstein? No, it's not Liechtenstein. What's the guy? I can't remember. What was the guy's name down here?
The guy in charge of the advanced guard. The guy in charge of the advanced guard, isn't it? What's he called? Yeah. It's escaped me as well. I'm just going to see if I can find it on the. It'll
be on the setup charts, won't it? Coalition. Keinmeier.
That's it. Yeah.
So when I actually took out Keinmeier, who was surrounded here, okay, I captured, or I thought I captured the flag. I rolled a 5. I took a -3 modifier, or was it -2 modifier, because I thought they're surrounded. There's no way they're going to get that flag out. But as Santiago says, these guys might be slippery, and you actually have to. You only can capture a flag if they have routed. So even though they were destroyed, they might not have routed. So we have to do actually a morale check for that unit to see if I captured the flag. So question being, what was the morale of that unit? Well, the one I captured was the 11-4. He was reduced. So let's have a quick. His morale was 5. So Mark, if you want to do the honors, it was a lowest it can be, which is you need a 3 or less to retain the flag.
That's it.
The flag capture stands. Even with a morale 7 with a 2, that would have still been a fail. So no way to retreat. Well, they wouldn't have routed though, because it's got to be 3 difference to route, isn't it? 2 difference.
3 in total. 2 above doesn't count.
Okay, so you rolled a 6. Oh, that's the math. Were you actually reduced? Actually, you weren't. So your morale is 7. Okay, take away 2 for the actual check is 5. You're all set. You didn't route, so I will return that flag.
Woohoo! 10 victory points back.
10 victory points back.
And a tip of the hat to Santiago. Bless him. He's a good man. Also, I would just like to say a big hi to JB and Stigler for their comments. JB was saying,
Stigler doesn't understand the game, does he? He was saying, can't understand why you're doing.
No, Stigler's a massively experienced wargamer. I know him from so many other channels.
Oh, okay.
He's a good lad. I don't think he understood my tactics. That was his comment, which was probably an entirely reasonable thing to say. But you did try and explain what you thought I was doing, which was I wouldn't advance into Austerlitz, even though the French were weaker there, because I didn't have the forces to do so, and I was worried about being outflanked by Devoe, which was pretty much spot on. Okay. So Stigler and JB as well, thanks for your comments. JB's interestingly put, Mark may have to try something crazy. I think he's probably right. Well, yeah,
with that, you've had a week to ponder who's going to be your next activation.
Yeah. Oh, you want me to start now?
Well, absolutely. You know, we're
okay.
We're not just here to
I thought we were just on here to discuss the merits of the French attack so far. Didn't know you actually wanted to play. I shall start, mate. I've got as you last activated Devoe. That means you're attacked in the centre with Bernadotte and Soult back on the table as options. I've got to do something to slow them down, hurt them, whatever I can. So I'm faced with two options. The first is activate Liechtenstein's cavalry, try and do something with them. Second is to activate the Third Corps under Przybylskiev in Pratze itself and across the Pratzenberg, his forces. And I think I'll go with the defensive option. I'm going to try and hurt the French a little bit before the next assault comes in. So knowing my luck on activations, it won't happen. But so I'm going to try and activate Third Corps in Pratze. Leadership rating is a 7, so I need a 7 or less. Here's the roll. A 5, I manage it. So there won't be that much movement. So I'm pretty clear to start opening up with out of my offensive fires. So what we shall do is I'll begin with the units in the town itself under Przybylskiev. I'll mark them as fired. There's an artillery battery in there, and they will be firing at the 46th line, just to their northwest. Yep. It's a full-size battery, but because they're in a village, they get a +1 modifier because they can't bring all their guns to bear. But they're adjacent, which negates that with a -1. So it's a straight roll. Concur, yeah?
Indeed.
Here comes the roll, and they get a 6, which I think is a QFT.
QFT, okay. An 8. So that's a fail, only by 1. So I'm going to fall back. I do so to there.
Okay. The next is fairly obvious.
I could have stayed in the hex if I'd taken a step loss.
Yeah. The next attack is a battery and a half firing from the southern edge of Pratze onto Soult and his men. Sorry?
Same modifiers.
Same modifier, straight roll. A 4.
That's a bit better. It's a QFT 1 and a step.
QFT 1, yeah, +1 step.
Okay, so we pass the QFT. I'll take
the flying colours.
Okay, so that's reduced, and we'll put that one on top.
All right. Okay, a little bit more effective. Now then. Too soft. Kutuzov is on top of the next batch of units. Now I've got to decide if there's going to be any movement here before I commit to firing. In fact, probably they've got a foot battery, so I can't move adjacent to any French units. So I think they'll be staying where they are. Who shall we fire at is the question. Okay, I've made my mind up. The battery with Kutuzov opens up at the 2-3 RAC, just to the northwest. And it's at 0 modifiers, straight roll. That's a miss. And finally, 16 infantry there.
Pin of your defence.
Say again?
The linchpin of your defence.
It is. It is. They managed to push the cavalry back a little bit and get all the men in there. They weren't all in there at the beginning of this turn. Now we've got 16 strength of infantry there that we could do something with, but the French assault battalions are at least as strong, if not stronger. Do we make an effort to knock the 16th Dragoons off the victory point hex? I don't really want to move because I'm sat on a VP location as it is. So we will fire. Now our fire, let's see, we couldn't fire at the 27th Legier. But we can either fire at the 55th or the 16th. So I think we're going to go for the 55th. So let me mark them as fired. And again, it's a straight roll. A 3, that's effective.
QFT2 and a step.
Yeah.
Right. Pass it. Look at the low rolls. There's only been one roll above. There's been 2 rolls above an 7. Both rolling well. But that was a QFT2 and a step. So he's now reduced.
Could have done with routing them, but still, good result.
Well,
reduces
from 4 shots, you can't complain.
No, I can't.
2 step losses. Sorry, 2 step losses, but 3 checks.
Yeah.
That's not too shabby.
I would love to be able to advance there, but I can't. I just can't. The French forces are too strong. We're trying to also keep that so there's no gaps for the French to go around. You can go around the flank in the south around the Pratzenberg Heights. I can't stop you, but that's everything. Is there any melee declarations? Let's see. I've got 17 infantry in Pratze up against a potential 8. I don't think that's worth it. No, that'll be it. So I'll mark him as activated twice. Clear the fires. End of turn roll. 5.
Okay, so over to myself.
Yep.
I'm going to try for Bernadotte. Okay, he is an 8. He's very keen. He's very keen. What a waste of a 2. But he's very keen.
I know, it's gutting, isn't it, when you get a 2 for an activation.
Okay, so I'm going to start here with some offensive fire.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, why did I activate 2 stacks there? Hold on. Take that back. Right. They're going to fire on your friend and mine.
You're not. That's just mean.
You damn right it's mean. That guy is been a thorn in my ass since we started playing. Okay, so that's a straight shot. There's 4 batteries, 4 steps there.
Yep.
There we go. Can I sort those 2? Oh, no.
He lives to survive another day. That's unusual, isn't it?
Okay, so this battery here.
There's going to be so much glee from you when you finally defeat Langeron for good.
Fires up at those guys there. So there's actually a +1 modifier firing up.
Yeah.
No. This battery here will fire on those guys there. That's a straight shot. And
I'm not sure if they can they?
well, you just done it when you fired.
No, I didn't. No, you
Yeah, to there.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
That
but
was
no,
their
I meant there was no, they're in, not for that reason. The reason is because the clear hex is blocked by friendly units.
I'll find out.
What's your gut feel?
My gut feel is one side's open, and they're on the high ground.
I'll just do it.
Okay, well that's a 4. So it's +1 for the buildings. So that's a 5. So that's a QFT and a step.
Straight QFT or a QFT1? QFT.
Now, because it's a 5. It's a QFT.
Okay, I get an 8. So
you failed.
So I failed. I'm adjacent to French units. I think that means I have to withdraw, doesn't it?
It does.
Not route.
No, it's not route.
But there's also a step loss, wasn't there?
There's a step loss, yes, on the infantry. Now then, so artillery that are forced to withdraw, is there anything special about that? Should we pause for a moment?
Yeah.
We just checked the rules. The line of sight seemed okay on that shot, and there's no additional effect on the artillery, just for a retreat. So it's if a rout occurs that those guns would be in serious trouble.
So what I shall do, your fire has effectively pushed them back a hex.
Yeah.
So that's what we shall do.
Okay, so that's all my offensive fire. So the actual movement then.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Lads, are they coming in?
Oh yes, there's some boys coming in. What I want to do is see. So how much is that slope going to cost? That's
it's expensive.
infantry. So that will cost me 3 to go into. 4. Let's do that. That's 3, 4. Okay. Then we will go bring these guys up. Now then. Yeah, I think
is his orders. What are his orders? Is it the Pratzenberg?
What are his orders? The Pratzenberg, yes.
Yeah, I can't see the. Sometimes
his orders are the Pratzenberg.
Yeah, sometimes we overlook it. They're not always transparent, and they should be, if you know what I mean. I'm not having a go. It's just that sometimes we forget.
But he started there.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you're within 3. It's fine. I just didn't know what his order was now.
Okay.
Hence the question.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Actually, you know what? We'll have one go there as well.
You're going to soak them off, aren't you?
I have no idea what you're referring to, sir.
I know what you're up to.
What soak off? You some medieval.
That 95th line. They're going to pretend to assault the village.
Oh yeah,
attract defensive fire and then duck.
Duck like, yeah. That's the
yeah. Here they come in the same old way. Oh, bloody hell, look at those columns.
Bernadotte himself is he's not Mr. Inspiration, though, is he?
Well,
you've got Kutuzov in there. He's going to do 2 column shifts by his own right. Bernadotte is about as charismatic as Wetless.
You've got the numbers, though.
Well, I have.
We'll see. We'll see. You might not choose to declare him a leader. Yes, we'll see.
That's also true. Right, so that's 3. Okay, so there orders the Pratzenberg. Do I want to move those guns anywhere? That's an interesting question. I tell you what, we can get 1 gun on there as their horse artillery. What's going up a slope for horse artillery? +1. That would be 4, 5, 6 to there. 4, 5, 6 to there. Okay, I have got an
You've got a whatty?
Independent movement.
Ah, okay.
Which is for this unit here. Oh, wait.
Against orders, yeah. Oh no, there's not much point.
No, he only wants to move 1 hex.
Yeah.
So it should be there. Boom.
All right.
So I just realised it's +3 to move. I was thinking of getting into here to really make Langeron unhappy, but you know.
No, he never gets unhappy.
I don't think Langeron understands the word unhappy, does he?
The glass is always half full.
He's Mr. Cheerful, he is. So, all right. I think these are pretty obvious. Okay. So there's 3 hitting Kutuzov, 1 hitting this hex here.
Yes.
This one, the main assault going in over here.
That's right. Well, we'll begin with your Sokov flanking move. So we've got +1 for the town, -1 for being adjacent. No other modifier. Straight roll. 7, which is a QFT.
QFT, then morale 7. 5.
Yeah, it worked. Next. These guys have to do something. They've got 400 men left, panicking, with a battery and a half for defence. We're up against 3 full assault regiments. That's awful. Right, you're in a village now, so you've got extra bloody protection, pardon my French, from the...
It's a straight roll again. +1 for the village, -1 for the adjacent battery.
Yeah. Ah, it's not looking good.
You know what, every die roll is this.
Every die roll is what, sorry?
Beat still my beating heart.
Oh, you were pumping your chest.
Sorry,
I haven't got the video. I can't see
what.
I can't see your reactions. I bet it is because mine always is. Right, so last defensive fire. Who do we choose? We're going to go for the 94th line in the center of the 3 columns.
Yeah. So this one here.
Yeah. Okay. We're not going to split fire. We're just telling the artillery to use all of their...
So it's a -1 modifier.
Yeah. A 6, which is a 5. So they've actually
a QFT in a step. Here's the QFT. It's an 8. That halts them because their morale's 7 and Bernadotte's not giving them anything. So let me flip the unit. So reduce.
Either withdraw a hex or take another step, isn't that?
There's no point taking another step, really.
No.
Because if they were able to carry on, then maybe, but they're not. So they might as well withdraw. There. Right. Okay. So at this
point, has fired. Don't need to really, but I like it to continuity.
I'll remove that melee shock. They decide they're not going to go in, and then we'll do this.
Oh, really?
First.
I'm not looking forward to this one, Aaron. I'll be honest.
No.
I don't think you need to work out what the odds are.
Well, actually, I do. I can only attack with 20 steps. I'm in the village.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you've still got 5 to 1. I've only got 4.
All right, fair enough. So it's -5.
It is.
An 8 becomes a 3. So
QFT1 plus R.
Plus R.
So let's do this QFT1. An 8.
9. So they rout.
So they rout.
Okay, so now I'll roll for flag capture. And you've got no one adjacent that can save your flag. So -3 to this roll. Ooh, what do I capture? Is it snake eyes or do I capture it on a 3?
Off the top of my head, I don't know.
I roll for each infantry or cavalry unit eliminated. 1 flag is captured on a die roll equal to or below 3. Subtract 2. The die roll of the routed unit is not stacked with or adjacent to a friendly at the instant of elimination. Okay, so I don't get that roll because I thought it was behind them, but it's not. Because you got that unit, they can take the flag through there.
I see.
It was an R, so everything's reduced a step, and the route they're all gone.
No, the middle ones.
No.
Oh yeah, because the middle one's an artillery unit. Sorry, it's not infantry, is it?
So he gets reduced by the R, and then he's routed by the loses a step for the route.
Yeah, I wasn't confident there, I must admit.
Okay, and I will advance 1 unit in there.
That's become surrounded.
So those guys in Pratze, when Sul hopefully activates, will be surrounded, correct? Okay, now does this attack go in? So you have got 6 + 5 is 11 steps there. I'll be attacking with 2 9s or 18, and another 10 + 10 is 20. So 20 + 18 is 38. So what did I say you were? 11.
Mm-hmm. 3 to -3.
-3, but my quality is 8 to your quality of 7s. That's another 1. However, so that's -4. Kutuzov gives you 2. So that's -2.
Do you also apply the slope modifier or not?
No, because I've got these guys here.
That overrides it.
Yeah. It's got to be all attacking from lower.
Right. So your net would be -2.
Net -2.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. It's not too shabby. They go. Come on, boys. 6 becomes a 4.
Yeah, it's worked.
Reduced.
Oh, they're still there.
They're still there. But they are reduced.
Taking heavy casualties. But Kutuzov keeps them in order.
They're dying in their positions. It sounds like Borodino in about 8 years' time, 7 years. Okay, so I think that's me all done. So remove the move, remove the fired, remove the melee. I'm reasonably happy with that. In fact, I'm quite happy with it. In fact, I'm very cheerful about that. In fact, that was pretty good. Okay. Was there anything? Oh, there was something we did miss on that when I rolled that natural. It's got to be a natural 3, wasn't it? Yeah, I didn't roll a natural 3.
No, you didn't.
Oh, okay. End of turn roll. Oh. That's
right. You've got 2 options. I need an emergency toilet run. You can either speak to all the viewers for 2 minutes.
No, we'll stop the recording. Control Z.
All right, I'm back. That was a genuine pee break. My anal nerve hadn't gone. In case anyone was wondering. Well, I've just been
contemplating.
I've been backslapped there in round Pratze, haven't I? So now is it time for Liechtenstein to do something? I think it might be. Let's have a go with Liechtenstein. He's my 5th Corps Cavalry commander next to Pratze. So he needs an 8 or less, and he gets a 7.
Well, I was beginning to wonder if he's actually going to get off his butt because he's 3 activations in a row. Well, actually, at 11 o'clock, you tried a couple of times as well.
I did, yeah.
Done. But now he's going. He's keen.
And his leadership's not bad, to be fair. Just been just one of those things.
Unlucky with him.
Well, I've been as unlucky with him as I've been lucky with Langeron.
That's one way of looking at it, yeah.
Yeah.
So now you got him. What are you going to do with him?
Yeah, well, there's going to be some action.
So what's his orders?
His orders are Pratzenberg Heights.
Oh, so he's going to pull back to the Pratzenberg. Right. Okay.
Well, it gives him some leeway to interfere. Let me see what we can do.
You want me to pause while you contemplate?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Right, I'm going to zoom.
Well, there will be a battery firing under Liechtenstein at the 4th line in the town.
Straight shot.
Straight shot because you get the +1, which negates the -1. That's a 7. It's a QFT.
QFT.
Pass.
They love it.
They do. And then I'm going to be charging, so I need some markers. Let me just grab the markers that I'm after.
This the 8th line is going to get whacked, is it, for its impertinence by advancing?
Yeah. So these guys will declare the charge. They use 3 movement points to move into there. It'll be a flanking attack because you're next to infantry. And then that gives them, how many of them is there? They can move the horse artillery in with them because it's because of the horse artillery. So they'll have 22. I can't leave the gap between Pratze and Stevenradi too shallow. Let's see, do I move Liechtenstein into support or not? Well, yeah, because he can't do a lot of charging when he's adjacent to French infantry, so we are going to. And then he's got 2 more stacks. This one could move 6 if the horse artillery stays with them. So within pretty nifty charge range and still locks you out of zone of control. Locks out any gaps for you to break through at Stervin Radi. So that's all the movement and firing done from his lads. The melee declarations will be both units going in. Do you want me to put the counters on?
No, I think it's pretty emphatic. I can see what's going on.
Yeah.
The 8th line can't form a defensive position, again, because they started adjacent to this infantry. So they've got a defensive fire, and it's going to be a +1 because, again, they've been flanked. So who do we target? The Cuirassiers or Liechtenstein's boys? We're actually going to target Liechtenstein's boys. So this means a miracle die roll. Well, that wasn't what they were after.
No.
Okay, so odds-wise, you've got 11 cavalry in one stack and 13 cavalry in the other. So that's...
Now the cavalry end up, they're flanking, so they get...
Oh, so this one gets doubled. So that's 11, that's 22.
Does Liechtenstein's guys get the flanking bonus as well? But
they
didn't
do,
they didn't do a
yes.
prepared charge. So I don't know if that affects it.
No, they do. They do get the flanking. Because I'm flanked because you're your infantry. So both stacks. So you are worth...
Well, there's 11 in one stack, 13. It's 24 times 2. So it's 42.
48, mate.
Yeah. It's a -5, isn't it? Because
-5, whatever happens. Okay, -5. Oh man, I think they've just been cut down to pieces because it takes that 4 takes it to a 0. Oh, it's got to be less than 0, hasn't it? Your maximum is -5. I was going to about give you another -1 because I'm in the open, but -5 is as good as it gets. So, but it's going to be less than 0. Defending set, not in defense orders, attacking clear, and the modified die roll is a negative, which it isn't. 4 take away 5 is 0. Is it? God, my negative maths isn't very good. 4 take away 5 is 3, 2. No, it is -1. They're gone. Right.
They're gone. Okay.
Gone. So they didn't even get a chance to rout.
No.
You want to roll for flag capture?
No.
We don't need flags.
The flag was shot. They lampooned it over to the 8th line. The regiment.
They're just ridden down. Okay, so now you've got to advance into there with as maximum amount of cavalry as you can within stack limits. So you've got 11 in one hex, and what was the other one? 13 in the other.
Yeah.
15 cavalry into there.
Is there a way to do that?
As best you can. So you've got 10 in one unit, and I'm sure you've got a 5 in the in another one. So yeah. Does Mr. Liechtenstein go in?
No. No need.
Okay, so now you got to roll for pursuit.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the pursuit check? Right, so coalition is a 7.
6.
So you have to rein them in if you wish.
Yeah, I will rein them in because you're in a village.
You lucky.
Yeah, it was pretty dependent on that roll. Okay, that's him done.
Good charge, good charge.
Good charge, but I'm not sure if it's... Well, it stopped the flanking move on Pratze. That's and inflicted a few casualties. But it hasn't changed the course of the game. Let me move those counters off. Delete those. Back to the French. Oh no, end of turn. 6, back to the French.
Back to the French.
Is it Soult?
I'm actually thinking about Napoleon. Now, if I want to change activate 3 units, have they got to be within 6?
Yeah.
Which, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's quite close enough, is he? Depending on who you want.
No. Yeah, I'm going to go for Saul. Who's actually, I didn't do Bernadotte's second activate. I didn't upgrade his activation, did I? There you go.
Well spotted.
So Saul, he's I think he's a 9. He is. He's just chin time. Got them going. Right. Okay, so let's do some artillery fire.
Yeah.
Fire. Okay, so
Big car.
with the 9. How much we got here? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So not enough for. Okay, so we'll fire with this battery and this battery.
Yeah.
These guys.
Yeah.
So we get a +1 for the range.
Yes.
We get a -1 for the battery size.
Yeah.
For a net straight roll. Okay, and then we fire this hex on these guys.
Yeah.
For a net +1.
+2. Oh no, is there 2 batteries there?
2 batteries.
Yeah,
there.
there's 2 batteries there. Sorry.
But I rolled 3 9s in a row.
Oh my God.
Totally ineffective.
That's crap.
Was a little bit. Okay. All right. Then we've got a bit of musketry against our man. We'll fire the light units here. On Langeron.
Oh, okay.
Net -1.
Oh, don't like it.
That's a 5. That's a QFT.
At this point, I need to look up demoralized car just to check if there was a morale negative bonus. I think it was a melee negative bonus, but I'm not sure if it was in morale as well. Demoralized. Here we are. Rally attempts suffer a +3. Melee attacks by demoralized units suffer a +1. All units belonging to lose 1 MP. No, there's no effect on a QFT, surprisingly. I thought it would be. So the QF of the top unit is 8, but it's a mixed formation. So I actually
you actually take the
lowest one, which is the 6,
yeah,
modified to a 7 for Langeron, and it's an 8. That is a withdrawal.
You got a problem, yeah, because you can't. You've got zones of control, so you have to take a step loss to remain in position.
Right. There we go. Good move by Bernadotte's lads.
Right. Okay. So, Salt's boys. I don't think that's my. I don't think I've got any other offensive fire.
It's the 4th line. They're adjacent to enemy units in the village.
Oh well, thank you. That's very nice of you. Very sweet. So they'll all fire. This is where I rolled a 12. No, 10. Close enough.
Yeah. Is that the benevolent gods acting on my behalf for being honest? Is that how that works?
That's how it worked, yeah. Right, is it time?
For tea.
Time. Okay. Right, so what are we actually doing here? Well, you've got... Talk about, I'll return, I'll give you one back. If you look at your unit on the Pratze, you might want to change their stacking.
Why has that happened? An oversight. Thank you.
You know,
I know why that is, because they advanced separately into that area. That's why that is. I remember now. Thank you for that.
Okay, so this cavalry unit here, countercharge at the moment because he's starting adjacent to my infantry. Is that a correct interpretation?
He cannot countercharge. No.
If I move someone into here.
Yes, I know what you mean. We need to look it up because I don't know off the top of my head.
All right, let's pause at that point.
Pause.
Okay, so that's not going to happen. So we got to get against Kutuzov. So I really would like to take that hex out. I don't think I'm going to get.
Doesn't have the infantry, does he?
Hmm?
Soult's infantry are a lot weaker than Bernadotte's at the minute.
Soult's actually taken a bit of a bloody nose, to be honest. So anyway, these stacks are moving forward. That's a given. Okay.
Yeah. The gun line.
The gun line, yes. Is it worth 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah, your cavalry are still quite or very pokey there as a counter-charging force. That is seriously curtailing Soult's ambitions. Right, so what am I doing against Langeron? Yes, okay. This is okay, they're okay. So yeah, that attack's still going to go in there. Against the guys on the upper hill, right. Right, I'm going to declare the charge with 16 dragoons, prepare charge, and they move in there.
Are you? That gives me the opportunity for an emergency defense order.
Is that done right now?
I think I can do it in one of two stages. There's when you move adjacent, and
hold on. I'll stop recording for a moment. Sorry about that. I had an Amazon delivery. Okay.
A game, I bet.
Actually, no. It's
nice.
It's a CD, and also a light to help me because it's now getting dingy. It's a light for my recording when I'm actually. So, okay, one.
So the 16th Dragoons. Do you want me to put a +2 on them for you?
Yes, please. All right. 3. I think they get there, are they? No, they're not. They're going to get there though. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Yes, Soult's infantry have taken a little bit of a whack. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, they faced off against 2 coalition corps, haven't they?
I can't complain. I cannot complain with what they managed to do. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now that's a big stack of infantry. Where are they going to go? There's some more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you can't go there. My bad. Because he'll be moving it. Oh, wait, wait, no, it's under control, isn't it? He can go there because it's under control.
Yeah.
In the town. Right, I think that might be it. So,
any melee declarations?
Melee, they're going in. Obviously, the cavalry have got to go in now. They're not going in. They're not. So, oh, and then those going in again. So, actually, I've just got Saul. Where is Saul? Oh, blimey, I've still got 3 units there under him. Right, okay, hold on. What am I doing with those 3 units?
Oh, yeah, I hadn't noticed them.
Oh, I thought they were Bernadottes for a moment. So there's no zone of control in here. This could be interesting. So let's do it, because I like to do the interesting things. So in there, then to there. Yeah?
Yes. No.
In there.
When you do, hang on.
So it's up to you if you withdraw as I move adjacent, isn't it?
It's up to me what, sorry?
I'm going to pause it there because we've got discussions, I think. All right, so I'm going to advance this guy into here as well. So now it's a question, do I advance Saul in there? Which I do. Leading from the front.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's my, all right, so now I'll declare the attack that I want to go in there. So he's got melee. Melee. All right, have I got anybody else that wants to move? 4th line. Costing how much to go? Yeah. You'd have to stop as soon as he goes there because you've got zone of control. There's no point in him going in. We'll see if I can get someone here, a cheeky little someone to pin those guys. Cheeky little someone. Have I got a cheeky little someone? You know what? Actually, I do. I won't advance him there. If I advance him there and get him to shock your cavalry, you can't countercharge, can you? Well, you
Get
can.
him to melee my cavalry.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be awkward.
That'd be a bit nasty, isn't it? Right.
That's just mean.
That was a little bit mean. I just thought of that one through. So if they're attacking them, your cavalry is now no longer eligible. So as they move, you want to stay there, or would you like to withdraw? Or you can move.
Yeah, as you move to there. Yeah, as you move that last unit into there, I can take that decision, can't I? What
a sneaky little shit. Sorry about that. Something occurred to me.
Yeah. No, it's a good point. Well, the narrative, let's think it through. The narrative is actually fairly accurate. Okay, there's some French assault columns come marching out the village, but simultaneously a regiment takes up a firing line on the outskirts of the village and prepares to unleash volleys of the Russian heavy cavalry. would the cavalry countercharge, or would they try to avoid all these volleys of musket fire? They'd probably try and get out of dodge, wouldn't they? So the narrative isn't incorrect.
No.
So yeah, if I can't make a difference, and I'll end up being fatigued, so I might as well withdraw at that point. 2 hex withdrawal.
Okay. Right, so the rest of your defensive fire then, sir.
We'll begin with Langeron.
Okay.
Who has no artillery. It's infantry. Let's see who he shall fire at.
On the side, he's got the cavalry at the top.
Do you have to change those round?
Well, when you took the step loss from the shot,
Yeah.
you could have changed that round. So go ahead and do that, then you can shoot.
Oh, I see. If the cavalry unit is the top uppermost unit, he's facing you, so there's no shooting. Right.
Correct.
Let me just rearrange these. Thank you.
Okay.
He'll fire at the 10th of share in the middle, directly north.
Okay.
The 5.
QFT.
QFT.
7. Passed.
Yeah, Langeron's in trouble. Next one will be the guys on the Pratzenberg.
Right, just stop there for a second.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so as you retreated here, that's no longer a melee decoration.
Ah, yes.
Because it happened as he moved in there. Because I'm just thinking, oh, you got opportunity fire from here to here, but you have, he's now no longer attacking anybody. So, okay. Right. So who? Who are you firing?
Yeah. He's firing at the cavalry.
Firing at the cavalry. So that's a minus.
Artillery infantry. Mm.
Oh wait, no. It's not a flanking charge. So yeah, it is at -1 then.
It's an 8.
D.
-1's a 7.
They just passed.
Just passed. Yep. Okay, and then finally we've got Kutuzov with his 2 regiments and a below strength battery, and we're up against Salt with his 2 regiments of 15 or 13 coming from the other side. We'll attack the 13 coming from the northwest with the battery. It's a below strength battery, so that's a +1. We're at -1 for being adjacent, so it's just at 0. 5.
QFT in a step.
Yeah.
8. What's the QFT? 7. Darn it.
Just be enough.
So they're going to fall back. Okay, so that's it.
Yeah.
All right, so the attack going in against Mr. Popular, Langeron.
Yes.
Okay, so you've got 9, 10, 15 steps there. And I've got 9 plus another 8 is 17, plus another 8 is 25, plus another 8 is 33, plus 4 is 37 to 16. So that's 2 to 1. So that's -2. Okay.
Yeah.
Pratze, you got 6, I got 8. So that's -4. But
Yeah.
you have got Langeron, so that's -3.
Yeah.
4. Finally. 4, because that becomes a 1, so it's as low as it goes.
The QFT 2 plus
2
R.
plus R.
It's a route.
It is a route.
I think it's game over.
They're gone. Unless you would like to play that fortune favors the brave card. Change fate.
No.
Oh, I thought it was Langeron's second.
I know, yeah. His time's come.
Okay, so I've got 3 flags I could potentially capture.
Yes, you do. Yeah, because they have routed.
And you've got no one else that can save you there. So they're a -2 modifier, and I need 3 or below. Here's the first one. No. Second flag. Yes. Third flag. Yes, I captured 2 flags there.
That's deserved.
Okay, now to see if Langeron gets out of dodge.
You will. It's a QFT, isn't it?
It's a QFT. Well, no, it's his on his rating, but you've got a +2 on this too.
No.
Captured. And as he's on it, should we do what we did with the same as Kindmeyer? Add him to my.
Yeah, I'll put a captured marker on him so that we'll remember when we're coming to VPs and what have you.
Okay,
So you pop him there. I'll eliminate these other units.
Okay.
Finally did it, eh?
That has taken a little bit of time, but yes. All right. So next up then, do I go in against Kutuzov? Okay, so what have you got in defense there? You've got 3, you've got 6 defending. I've got 8 plus 7 is 15 attacking. So it's 2 to 1.
Mm-hmm.
That's -2. Then I'm coming up the hill, so that's -1. My quality is 7 to yours 6. It's back to -2 again. And you've got Kutuzov and I've got Sul. So that gives you 1 in your favor. So it's back to -1. Now, the thing is, I am surrounding you, but insert. Sorry if there was a bit of a jump there. Mark had some guests quickly pop by. So we're back into me working out if I'm going to attack Kutuzov with the 1 hex. And I think we worked out as net as -1, wasn't it?
Have another look, because I've totally lost with that. I've got 6.
Okay, so I've got 15 steps attacking
15 against 6.
6.
So
that's 2 to 1. -2. I'm attacking uphill, -1. Net. My morale's 7 to your 6, back to -2.
Yes.
Your Kutuzov makes it 0, but I've got I've got Sul, which makes it -1.
That's right.
I'm still going to do it. Come on,
going
lads.
in.
I'm going in, lads. Come on, lads. 5 becomes a 4.
Roll.
It's a good roll. That's an R.
It's an R result.
That gets them all.
That gets them all. Oh no, Kutuzov's in trouble.
Kutuzov's in trouble.
But there's no flag captures, is there? Because they're not routed. Is that correct?
That's the way I understand it, because they're eliminated before they get to route. So as Santiago, I'm presumably going to be saying his name wrong. As
Santiago.
They are slippery, these flag owners. They
Yeah.
managed to sneak out. But can Kutuzov sneak out? Because again,
This is a problem.
Surrounded. He's got +2 on his dice.
You know what I'm going to do?
Well,
I'm going to play my card. I can't afford to lose Kutuzov. I'm going to play Divide Fate.
I have to roll that attack again.
Yeah. I'm going to place it on the map. It's Kutuzov. He's worth like 10,000 victory points or something. So
200. I think 200.
It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot, mate. It's a lot. It's like losing a car. So I'm going to play that and ask you to re-roll, please. You might roll better.
Well, I might roll worse. Come on, lads.
No, it's worked for me.
You jammy.
I know. So what's that now?
That's the reason why it's there, that card, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so you've got out of jail free on that one. So I've got a QFT 1 to take. Okay, here goes. 7. That's an 8. That's fine because of Saul gives them the 8 morale.
Yeah.
So you're still in dire straits, as the band would say. So let's put that with a card. So I will get the avoid fate. Oh, you've already done it.
Yeah, just.
Oh, that was close.
Well, it's awkward playing that card. It's a very, very powerful card, and it does kind of give you a whiff of not cheating because it's authorized cheating, isn't it? But it's it doesn't feel natural playing it. But at least you can only play it once every turn, or it can never be used if the owner hadn't. I mean, I've been sat on it for what, 5 game turns.
I mean, I was expecting you to use it there on his get out of jail free card, but yeah, you're still in position.
Yeah.
With those guys, but you've got to get them out of dodge. Okay, so next up is the attack on your guys on the hill. Now, is this going in? So my cavalry would be at, and they're not double because
no, you've just 3, but you've got no,
so it's 3 plus 8 plus 5, so 3 plus 8 is 16 steps to your
1 to 1.
16, 1 to 1.
But your quality is much better.
Quality 2 and cavalry against infantry in the open. So
you're
net minus 3.
It's worth it.
Yeah, that's worth it. Come on, boys. 7 becomes a 4.
And an R result.
That's that dreaded R result. In other words, you stay there, but you bleed.
It was a highly successful attack, really. Ouch. Pratzenberg Heights is looking a bit grim.
Right, so that's
all about damage control for the coalition this turn, isn't it?
Right, so I'll just activate Salt again. That's the second time I called him Dabu. That's his second activation done. Right, so end of turn roll?
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
All right, so you want to call it the...
We'll need to call it there because my guest is coming back. Well, what an action-packed turn that's been.
It has. This is where it's nice, is that you've been lucky and I've been lucky. Yeah, you've been unlucky and I've been unlucky. That's what I like. But no problem with having unfortunate dice, and no problem and having fortunate dice either, as long as it's balanced. It's when it's like dice roll after die roll after die roll after die roll, and you think, you know, what's the point? This was fun because it was you got the rub of the green, especially with your get out of jail card for Mr. Kutuzov there.
Yeah, that was that did work. But it's a temporary. It's only a temporary reprieve. Is how I'm looking at it.
Well, the thing is, you can't activate Liechtenstein. I mean, you can't activate Pratze to get out, so you're probably going to have to activate Kutuzov to get out of there. But it's all zones of control, so I'm intrigued how you're going to get out of there.
It's awkward. It's awkward.
It is awkward. And I've got the Emperor and the Guard who could now. Well, that's what the Guard's going to be doing. That's probably going to be my next activation. Is the Guard to start coming in around here?
I've got a card that says.
You can't play another card, mate.
Eliminate the Guard.
Remove the Guard to another planet.
Yes.
So, but that was fun. So, again, to all you guys watching, sorry about the little interruption there, and I hope it doesn't come and I actually edit this all together, that it's all it still flows, sort of. We've done a brief count up on victory points. Mark's got that information at the moment. What was it? 200 and
1 second.
Prior to today's session.
Well, prior to this turn, there's about just over a 200-point difference. The French need 400 for a minor victory, but you're already a lot closer because you've taken out Langeron and a lot of other units.
But no flag. I still haven't taken a flag this turn, so we're still on 9 flags each.
Yeah.
So
which isn't a problem for the French because they've got time on the side. You've essentially unlocked the whole southern flank. It's kind of gone. It's either controlled or gone. So you can now start to wrap around.
Well, the aim, as you can see, is taking Pratze and Heights, finish off the guy, whatever his name, Doktorov, finish him off, and then, as you say, start beating the rest in detail.
But you never know what's going to happen.
You never know.
I'm happy to continue playing for now. I think if you take Pratzenberg and Pratze off me and start to come round, I'll probably I'll throw my glove in the ring, hand in the ring. But at the minute, I'm happy to continue.
Well, you say through. Is it interesting to see how much you can extradite?
No. No, it'll just be, well, they're surrounded, so that gives me an extra -2, and I'll be like, okay. That's what it'll be like every melee. No, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
That's it. Okay.
But it's still fun.
But it's still contestable at the present moment, yeah, because you're now fighting for stopping me getting a minor victory. Once I've got that, it's then stopping me getting a major victory, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because the victory conditions, I think, are very tough on the French. They've got a lot to do.
Yeah.
The situation is obviously pro-French, as we've just seen, or are seeing. I mean, Saul's court is battered, but him individually, he's broken. Now Bernadotte is following through, and reaping the benefits. So yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed what this was video 27. It's been a riveting ride. Yes, there were a couple of turns where I've been off camera spitting feathers with dice, but days one wasn't one of those. We had both good and bad. I'm getting the rub on the green on this turn, as in the turn isn't ending, which has been, because the previous 2 turns ended like...
Yeah, they ended very, very quickly. But we usually find that, don't we? If there's a theme with turn ends, it doesn't continue. We found that in these Hexasim games.
I think in the end, it all balances out. And it does represent the lulls in battles, because there are always lulls, aren't there? So it's an enforcer. It's if you're playing a short scenario, and 2 turns are gone, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, I haven't got any hope of achieving. The guys can't even physically get to where I need to get them to. As always, Mark, that has been fun playing you.
Thanks, Aaron. Thanks everyone for watching.
And yes, thanks everyone for watching. Any comments, we much appreciated. And as always, if you really like what we're doing, please hit the like button. And if you haven't done so already, and you want to know about updates of this, hit the subscribe and the bell button. That's what they're there for. And yeah, any comments, as I just said, always appreciated. Until next time, bye.
Bye.